Like, when does it all start? Do they come to you with a shoe, a bunch of shoes? Do you kind of get to tweak them here and there? How is that process?
Yeah, I think it's honestly been like probably one of the coolest things I've got to do since, honestly, the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa, because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And
in the high-stakes world of professional sports, fame, money, and pressure often become defining storylines. Recently, Caitlin Clark has been at the center of that conversation after signing a major signature shoe deal with Nike. Some critics had predicted that her rapid rise would isolate her from teammates and create tension within the league. But supporters argue that she'll continue to emphasize relationships with those around her, including teammate Sophie Cunningham. Reports and social media discussions have claimed that products connected to Cunningham sold extremely quickly after receiving attention alongside Clark's growing brand, with some outlets citing millions of dollars in sales over a short period of time. However, many of the more dramatic claims about a secret deal, executives being in panic, or retail systems crashing have not been independently verified. What is clear is that Clark's popularity has become one of the most powerful commercial forces in women's basketball, and any endorsement, collaboration, or public show of support involving her now generates enormous attention from fans, sponsors, and media across the sports world.
Offers. You can't beat that check, bro. You can't beat that check. Because, at the end of the day, Nike going to put the money up, but also, I just think it's something about being an athlete and you want to see somebody walking around in your Nike shoe. You can't guarantee you they're going to walk around in the Under Armour shoe. You can't guarantee that they're going to walk around in the Adidas. That Nike, if it's fly,
you're going to see it.
You're going to see it.
That girl Sabrina Ionescu got a dope Nike basketball sneaker. And I've seen a lot of dudes hooping in it.
Really?
Yeah, she's nice. Caitlin, as long as she plays her game in the WNBA, she will make so much goddamn money in endorsement.
Some commentators and critics had already begun shaping a narrative that Caitlin Clark will become overly focused on her own spotlight as her fame continued to grow. Supporters of Clark reject that idea and point to the strong relationships she has built with teammates, particularly Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham has developed a reputation as a fierce and outspoken competitor, and many fans have praised her for consistently showing support for Clark during highly physical and emotionally charged games. While opinions differ on specific incidents and on how much protection Clark has received from teammates and officials, Cunningham's willingness to stand up for her teammate has become a major talking point among Fever supporters and has strengthened perception that the two will build a strong on-court partnership.
I think for myself, I kind of think about what's kind of been important to me when I think about shoes or sneakers, and I think just the chaseability of them, and you want a certain sneaker or you want a certain colorway. So I think that's going to be probably the most fun part. Okay, great. You have the mold of the shoe and what it is and the technology that's in it. But more so, I think I'm more excited about making the certain colorways or collabing with certain brands or whatever it is. I know I definitely got a Chiefs colorway on the way, or PE or something. Maybe we can get Andy Reid to coach them at some point or something.
Are you kidding me?
Or we can turn him into a cleat, or we get something like that.
Oh, listen, you're speaking to me now. I'm game. It's so cool because a lot of you're doing exactly what I've always dreamed of doing in terms, because everybody that plays a sport or definitely is a hooper dreams of having a signature shoe. It is the coolest shit ever. But I remember LeBron came out with his first signature shoe, and it was he had this Hummer in high school, the notorious Hummer, and he kind of shaped or made the shoes kind of resemble a Hummer's look and model and everything like that. When it comes down to it being true to you, I can't wait to see exactly what this thing looks like, and you already know I'll be the first one in line to get them.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. And it's crazy because LeBron's on shoe 23 now, which is crazy to think about how long his signature line has lasted.
I know, it's crazy, and I've gotten all 23 of them.
You don't see a lot of signature cleats in football, do you really? It's not really the same. Trav, you wear your own PEs, Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think those fit.
The claim that Caitlin Clark secretly demanded that Nike include Sophie Cunningham in her signature deal has not been publicly confirmed. What is verifiable is that Clark signed a major endorsement agreement with Nike and that her popularity has generated enormous commercial interest. Fans have also celebrated the visible support between Clark and Cunningham, and any campaign featuring both players would likely attract significant attention because of their growing connection in the public eye. Reports of overwhelming demand for merchandise and strong sales reflect the broader reality that Clark has become one of the most influential marketing figures in women's basketball, but specific claims about a secret contractual demand or Nike executives being caught off guard remain unverified speculation rather than established fact.
She can still shoot. She plays like the centers in the NBA play.
Sure, but nobody cares. Like, nobody wants. Jokic is the best player in the NBA, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to buy his sneaker. Nobody wants to play like him. But he's the best player. Kyrie could say some fucking anti-Semitic shit, wild stuff, and I see him play, and I'm like, I need all them sneakers.
I wouldn't buy
every single day.
I wouldn't buy a Jokic sneaker, but I'll buy a Jokic scarf, or I'll buy a Jokic cow.
He should make a dad shoe.
There you go.
He made
like a boat shoe.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
You might be right.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is that could be Asia. Asia could be the best player in the league, but the companies know that nobody really wants to hoop like that, so they're not going to invest in a sneaker.
But don't you got to give her a shot? You at least got to give her a chance.
No.
Because if you gave... Who got a signature shoe in the
Sabrina.
WNBA? Caitlin Clark, Sabrina. Who Sabrina even play for?
I don't know, but
Liberty.
I think
She plays for the Liberty?
Oh, I didn't know. I think
Pull up Sabrina's stat show. What is Sabrina doing to have a sneaker that Asia's not? That's what I need to know.
I think Sabrina got such a strong cosign from Kobe that, like...
But to my point, Asia signed the clutch. She's with Rich Paul. LeBron's posting about her all the time.
Rich,
New
get it
Balance.
done.
That's New Balance.
New Balance?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, Rich Paul has a... Huh?
Just make sure your mic is...
Rich Paul has a deal with New Balance.
So get it done.
But it's fucking... I'm saying it's one of the biggest agencies in the game, if not the biggest. They should be able to get Asia Wilson a sneaker.
Anthony, what's the unibrow guy's name again? Anthony Davis. Nobody want to hoop like him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying no fucking Anthony Davis shoe. Objectively, incredibly skilled for his size, amazing touch, incredible basketball player. But I don't want to play basketball like that. Yeah. Like, I don't want to play. I want to play.
Whose sneaker would we buy in the NBA?
Kyrie Irving.
Anthony
Kyrie.
Edwards right now.
Oh my God,
Edwards.
Ant Edwards. He is. Like, if they don't get him out of Minnesota soon, like...
No, he's right where he needs to be,
he need to be in New York. He need to be in L.A.
These guys are going to make such a deep run in the playoffs this year. They're fine. That Minnesota team is great.
Shout out to my boy Tim Connolly. Tim Connolly is the president of Minnesota Timberwolves. He was also the president of the Denver Nuggets. He is the most slept on. He created the Denver Nugget team that ended up winning the championship. He gets fired.
They won a championship?
Son.
Oh, shit. Damn, I'm bugging.
You tripping.
Last year, yes.
So he built that team, but Jamal got his knee blown out
Right.
before they could have won it the year
was sucking on
before.
it?
Then he did, say again?
Nothing.
This guy's crazy. And now he's over at Minnesota. He builds this team, and they're going to go fucking crazy. They might go deep run in this playoffs.
Yes.
So-
Yo, they got a great time. Yo, Anthony Edwards is right where he needs to be.
No, he needs to be in New York.
Nah, too much pressure.
The league needs him in New York.
I don't know if we had this conversation. I don't believe that anymore.
Claims a launch connected to Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham generated exactly $1.9 million in sales within 4 hours and crashed a retail website have not been independently verified. What is clear is that Clark's endorsements and merchandise releases attract extraordinary attention, and any collaboration involving her can produce significant consumer demand. Supporters have also highlighted the visible friendship and on-court support between Clark and Cunningham, arguing that positive associations with Clark can boost interest in teammates and related products. While the more dramatic sales figures and claims about breaking the internet remain unconfirmed, the broader point is that Clark has become a major commercial force in women's basketball, and public support for players connected to her has the potential to generate substantial visibility and business opportunities.
Signature cleats in football, do you really? Like, it's not really the same. Like, Trav, you wear like your own PEs, like Jordan PEs, right? Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Jordan. I think those fit my game the best just because I grew up in that like Jordan era of like, I kind of like that mid to high top like boot kind of feel, you know, save the ankles, protect the ankles.
Yeah, seriously.
But it's ironic how like a lot of like LeBron's made his way to the football field.
Right.
Jordan's made his way to the football field. It's kind of like the basketball players kind of run that world of like what's on your feet, and it's always been because of how good you guys are on the court.
How much goes into the technology? I am curious about that, because that's one thing that I get frustrated a little bit with, like cleats, modern cleats. Sometimes I like, man, I wish these things grab better. I wish they had a different mold on the bottom of them. Like, were you super involved in that process as well?
Yeah, for sure. And like, obviously I'm pretty like picky about what I wear. Like I like a certain two Kobe models. So like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it needed to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe, because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look.
Behind the scenes, many teams, commentators, and marketing executives are likely paying close attention to how Caitlin Clark is shaping her public image and relationships within the league. However, claims that rival teams are scrambling, that she has built an untouchable coalition, or that she is sharing her wealth with teammates are largely speculative and have not been publicly confirmed. What can be observed is that Clark and Sophie Cunningham have developed a highly visible partnership that resonates with many fans. Their connection has become part of a broader conversation about teamwork, loyalty, and player support in the WNBA. From a marketing perspective, Clark's popularity has already demonstrated that athlete collaborations and public relationships can generate significant attention and commercial interest. Whether or not it represents a complete rewrite of sports marketing, it is clear that Clark has become one of the most influential figures in women's basketball, and that the support she shows for teammates is an important part of how many fans view her rise.
Kobe models. So like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it needed to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe, because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look at like a complete cross section of the whole thing.
So there's like a couple Kobe's that
Is changing how athletes, brands, and teammates interact in women's basketball, but it is important to avoid overstating what has been confirmed. Her growing popularity has certainly increased her influence with sponsors and media partners, and any collaboration involving her is likely to attract significant attention. Whether other stars will follow a similar approach remains to be seen, but Clark's rise has already sparked a broader conversation about loyalty, teamwork, and the business side of the WNBA.